Hey, this is Caleb I, and thanks for joining us here on Millennial Z. Today we have, yes, another video from the Lord of the Rings Online, and we're taking a break from the raids and combat videos to focus on the heart of Middle-earth, the Shire. We know from Tolkien's lore that hobbits love to eat and smoke and drink fine local brewed ales, and it goes as no surprise that there would be a somewhat hidden deed in the Shire for helping out some of the local pubs. So each inn has its specific signature brew, and 5 of them have quests during which you get to help out the pubs by acquiring the elusive ingredients for their famous drink. Now, I've done this on other tunes, but in 10 years, this is the first time I've done it on my main. I personally, real life, right, I love craft beers. I love visiting new breweries, I love picking up new drinks, and just seeing all the creative things that people are doing out there. So it's really no surprise that I'd find this quest somewhat more rewarding than others. so much so that I left home after completing the deed, and I went out and picked up a 6-pack of some local craft beer to reward myself with. Living like the hobbits, man, you got a lot to keep up with. So anyway, the nitty-gritty, well, it's all pretty self-explanatory, actually. We really don't need a guide video to this, but, you know, I'll give you the gist of it. Look, it's relatively tricky because usually when you unlock a deed and you start a deed, you can actually see the completion so far of that deed. It tracks it for you. This one doesn't do that, so you're not going to get completion for this deed until you complete it. You're not even going to see it exist, except it will show up in the meta Shire deed. So the overall deed for all things in the Shire. So it'll show up there, but it won't show any parts of progress. So long story short, you're going to need to visit these 5 inns, the Plough and the Stars in Brockenborings, the Golden Perch in Stock, the Floating Log in Frogmorton, the famous Green Dragon in Bywater, and the Bird and Baby Inn in Michel Delving. Now, what's awesome about this last one is that it is a not-so-subtle nod to the Eagle and Child, the real-life tavern where Tolkien was known to hang out with his friends. Furthermore, there are 4 NPCs inside that are nods to his writing club. You see, they met in a room known as the Rabbit Room, and sure enough, in the corner of this one particular room in the Bird and Baby Inn, there is a rabbit NPC. Now, even cooler is that there are 3 NPCs in that room that nod to members of this group, including C.S. Lewis, who went by Jack often, and so we have the NPC Jack Lewis down. Owen Barfield is the NPC Owen Farfield. Charles Williamses is the NPC Carlo Williams. And that's just pretty awesome as they tie it all together. So this is by far the last nod to Tolkien in the game, but we'll save more for another day. So if you have not watched the Tolkien movie yet, I strongly recommend it. It really added a lot of depth to him, and I know it wasn't 100% perfect, but man, it really just got the heart of the gist of what he was going for out there. So anyway, to do the quest, you're going to visit one of the aforementioned innkeepers and do the quest that they need to acquire the ingredients for their signature ale. You'll be rewarded with a pint of the drink yourself. Some are stronger than others, and you may find yourself wandering in the swamps of Frogmorton a bit drunker than you wish, looking for hops. And no, not the frogs, actual hops. The frog, though, that frog, though, man, he's really just... That frog, though, I really need to sober up. Anyway, as you complete all of the quests, you'll then be rewarded the deed. It's not a bad idea to go back and do them, and to do them all in one go. You don't have an easy way to track them, so if you come back 6 months later, it's going to be hard to remember where you left off with. The only really solid way to know that is by visiting these guys. If they don't have a quest, you probably already did it. Of course, you can check your quest log for completed quests. It's probably just quicker to check out the NPC, but whatever works for you. All right, thanks for hanging out with us this weekend as we focus on the Shire and its wonderful simplicity. Take care and happy hunting.